Well, that small coil, it just never lets me down. Well, welcome back to Finding America. It's really great to see you back here. Well, this week I received a picture from Douglas, who lives in Indiana. And the picture was of himself wearing his favorite Finding America shirt, and I just had to share it with you guys. Well, thank you so much for sending me that picture, Douglas. I'm really glad you're enjoying the shirt, and I really appreciate you helping to support the channel. Now, if you would like to send me a picture of yourself wearing your favorite Finding America attire, or even using your Finding America drop cloth, you can do so by sending it to me at my email, findingamerica01@gmail.com. And I would love to get the picture, and I will fit it into a future Finding America episode. Well, with all the hard work of trying to catch up after the holidays, and the weather definitely not cooperating with us, we had a hard time getting out. But I did manage to find half a day, and I did get to go out and do some detecting. Now the next question was, where am I going to go? Well, after all the cool stuff that was found in the last video, I had to go back to that 1910 house. But this time, I was only going to concentrate on the small side yard, and I was going to use the Equinox 800 and the small 6-inch coil given to me by our friends at Calico. Now I really wanted to concentrate on the small side yard because I remember how thick the targets were when Chris and I hit it before. And I knew there had to be some good things hiding in between and possibly being masked by the iron and trash signals there. Now, even though Chris and I hit it pretty hard, I knew there were some more awesome things to be found there with that small 6-inch coil. And I also wanted to show you what you can find if you just concentrate on a small area and hit it hard and low and slow. Now, I only had 6 hours to detect, but I have to tell you, it was 6 hours well spent. And I got myself a huge bucket lister. Well, I decided to start my morning back at the 1910 house. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I hadn't had a chance to use the small coil yet here. And I'm going through, and we pounded this really hard with the 11-inch and 15-inch coil. I'm on my first row, and I got a 13-14 signal, so I was kind of looking for a nickel, but it seemed kind of a big signal. And wait till you see what I got on my first hole today. I'm just going to show it to you. I know what it is. You see that? That is a canister shot. That is from a piece of artillery. That is awesome. As a cast iron canister shot. Whew. Now they would pack a bunch of these into an artillery shell, and when it exploded, these things went flying everywhere. And as you can imagine, that put a serious hurt on you. But what a great find. Unbelievable. And found it with that. And I know this spot, we were over at least 12 times with the other stuff. So this one, sniffed it out, separated it. There was a lot of iron nails around it, but the big iron came through on the signal. Awesome find. Oh, that is just really cool. Well, the next hole has another pretty cool little relic. About 6 inches down, finally got it broken loose. Check it out, got a horseshoe. That is nice. And we'll turn that one upside for good luck. So, very cool, very happy to find that. Well, I'll tell you what, this is definitely a testimony to dig it off, just because of how interesting this find was. I was getting a 6, but it just sounded pretty good, so I'm like, hey, let's dig it up. But check that out. You probably don't know what it is yet, but it took me a minute. It's an arm, I think to an old toy. And this is the hand, and you can see the fingers on the end of it. But I believe it's to an old toy. I'm not sure. It just, it's an arm and a hand. It's just amazing. Some serious age to that. I don't even know how old to say that is. It is really old. So, very cool find. I'm going to put that in my fragile box. But boy, rang in at a 6. Well, I got a really cool find here. Was getting a nice 19, real solid signal. Popped the plug. It was sitting just like this. Now I've been cleaning it, trying to see what it was. But check it out. This is what I saw. That is a big Colonial era dandy button. Can you see the design on the outside edge? Sort of a reeded rope design. I don't see anything else on it, but I can see where the shank was right there. And it's an old brass dandy button. That's awesome. I mean, that is seriously predating this site. But like I said, the house next door, which I am very close to right now, definitely predates. And I think it's I don't know, could be 1830s to 1850. But that is an awesome piece right there. Very, very happy with that. Well, I got kind of a high tone, 2122, and turned out to be this crazy piece of lead. Look at that thing. It's like massive. It's almost like a lead ingot they were cutting off of or something. Pretty darn cool. I brushed it off before I started filming so you can get a better look at it, but that's a pretty neat piece of lead there. Oh baby, I'll tell you what, I got a glimpse of what this was, and I have to say it's a bucket lister. Never found one before, always wanted to. Oh, I'm super excited. It's not gold, it's not silver, so I won't keep you in suspense on that. But I got a solid 19, and it wasn't even deep. And look at what's in the plug. Can you see that? I thought, well, cool, you know, period shell casing. But watch this. Look at that. It's a complete Civil War bullet. Wow. I think it's a Spencer. Holy cow. Look at that bad boy. Oh my gosh. I have never found one like this. This is such a cool first for me. I just want to be real careful with it. Look at that. Still in its casing. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? Wow. Oh, I'm so stoked. I've always wanted to find a complete bullet. Whew, my very first one. And I'm at the side yard of this 1910 house, and like I said, they had a battle that went right through this yard, right through this neighborhood, and boy, it's not much of a coin day yet, but boy, the relics have been really good. But that one, and the canister shot, that makes my day. Not to mention the dandy button. I mean, it's been fun so far, but that is awesome. Oh, thank you, Lord. I love that one. Well, I've been looking for a complete Civil War bullet for quite a long time. And the reason they're so hard to find is because the gunpowder inside the shell usually corrodes the cartridge shell over time. Somehow that one survived all those years, just waiting for me to find it. And I am so glad I did. Well, it's kind of interesting signal. I thought it was just going to be a piece of garbage. It turned out to be kind of interesting. I got an 11 and dug down. Got this piece of foil. But check it out. It says Kellogg's on it. I have no idea what that came off of, but pretty cool little piece. Thought I'd show it to you. Well, we finally got a coin. I've been having a ball finding all these relics, but it was only an inch down, ringing in about 24, and I got a 42 Wheatie. So I'll take that, but and it's kind of funny, last time I was here, coins ruled the day. Today, relics rule. Well, this was a nice surprise. I got a 13-14 signal. dug down, put the dirt on my dry cloth, and I can see it already. Check it out. Pretty sure I have a war nickel, a little bit of silver today. Let's see what the mint mark is. Looks like a Philadelphia. And pop the dirt on this. 43p. Holy cow. Yep, Chris found two 43p's last weekend, and I added one more. Well, I have to say, after 4 hours of hunting that side yard, I was kind of ready for a change of scenery. And whenever I'm in that talented metal detect, there's always a permission I have that's in the back of my mind. And now it's an empty house lot that Chris and I hunted a long time ago, and we made some really nice finds. Now the finds there are really deep, so I switched over to my 11-inch coil. And I plan to really pound that with the 11-inch coil, and then come back with the 15-inch coil and see what it could do. Now Chris and I have pounded that spot to death with the E-Track, the AT Gold, the AT Pro, and a few other machines. But I'd never taken the Equinox there. And one thing I've learned since using the Equinox is that it will find stuff in a spot no matter how hard you've hunted it before. And I have to say, it proved that once again to me at this site. Well, I was getting a 13-14 signal again, and check it out. Tiny little flat button. And it doesn't appear to have a back mark on it. So we're going to be looking at 1700s to 1810 on this one. So that's pretty awesome. Two flat buttons today. Got that dandy earlier, and nice little cuff. Well, this is a welcome sight. I just got a 24, and thought it was down the hole, but turned out it was in the plug. And check it out. I think I have silver in the hole. Nice. Yep, I think so. Let's see what it is. Ah, it looks like a Rosie. I'll take that. Yep. It's going to be, I can see the date, 1960. So there we go. A little silver nickel and now silver dime. I'll take that any day. Very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I got another 12 signal. Dug down, it was in the plug, I'd say about 4 inches down. I think I got another flat button. Isn't that awesome? Wow. A little bit bigger than the cuff. Definitely smaller than that dandy I got earlier. So I am definitely pleased with that. Very cool. 3 flat buttons one day. That's really cool. I'm just out in this field, and I'll tell you what, that was deep. Probably 8-9 inches. I finally saw it. Saw this little bit of it, and I'm like, oh boy, that maybe was going to be silver. Got an old spoon. Boy, look at that is pretty cool. Let me rub this off a little bit. Wow, what the heck of a design. Not too shabby. It appears to be silver plate, held up really well. But I'll see what's on the back side, but really cool piece. And boy, that Equinox did a great job sniffing that out. That was really deep. Well, I just got an 18, dug down about 5 inches. Check it out when I pulled the plug. There it's at. And I am not sure if this is going to be Civil War or not. Could be a slug. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out later and take a look at it. I thought it might have been ramrodded or wormed at the top, but I'm just not sure. Get it home later, clean it up, but that was a nice target that I missed earlier with all the other detectors. Well, sometimes you don't need a whole lot of time to make some really great finds. And sometimes it's better to be the turtle than the hare when you're out there hunting. Well, as always, I have some incredible historical photos from our country's illustrious past coming up in just a few seconds, so I hope you'll stick around for those. And remember, it's history that makes I find a treasure. And I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.